What's going on, y'all? DHR2 Productions back with another video. So we're going to be taking a look at a video of a woman who divorced her husband, then gets a reality check towards the end. Now, I'm going to explain my opinions on this towards the video as I pause and play at the same time. You guys know how I do my videos, so let's get to it.
Always ask like I got married and like how I didn't know that he wasn't right for me, or like why I got a divorce.
Guys, 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Just keep that in mind.
Because I love really hard.
I like what he said that as well. I think when people are walking into this marriage thinking that everything is going to be the same, everything is going to be about fairy tales and wonderlands and all that, but as crazy as this world is right now, I don't think that's ever going to happen unless the person puts in a lot of effort to keep their marriage safe, sweet, and sound. And I think another issue I have about marriage is that when your partner, significant partner, is unable to be loyal to you, then you might want to end up divorcing them or separate from them for a while until they get their head on straight and come back and just talk things over and work things out. But I think women, for the most part, they do suffer a lot when it comes to not being happy in marriages and everything, especially if they don't love their partners anymore. They'll find ways of going around cheating on their husbands for the most part, and then you automatically want to divorce them right off the bat, and then you come to your realization that you pretty much messed up. And this is why you don't see me in relationships nor talking about marriage whatsoever, because at the same time, as cruel as this world is right now, I don't think I'm going to end up finding love anytime soon. So that's why I'd rather stay single until that person comes to me instead of chasing them. Because you know, I'm not going to be one of those cookie cutter clout chasers that's going around chasing women for views and everything. That's not the kind of person I am. So I think for the most part, I would rather not get married. Because number one, marriage takes a lot of work. Even doing the paperwork is a lot worse. So just want to share my thoughts. Back to the video.
I'm a bit naive and I'm way too trusting. He's never wanted me to go anywhere or have any friends or talk to anyone other than him and be home all the time.
This could also mean that he didn't want her to hang out with her single friends, guys. Let's keep watching.
And not wear anything other.
You know what? I think another part I need to bring up, especially when it comes to trust. Trust is the most important thing in a relationship, right? So let's say if you're married to a girl you know for so long, and then you guys are starting to have a little bit of trust issues with one another, and you become very suspicious of that partner. You're going through each other's phones, trying to figure out if you dig some dirt, especially when it comes to social media. Now, mind you, if your partner ends up liking certain things on Instagram, that's his business. You have to respect his private business. Don't just go through his phone and then you want to just jump right off the bat, accuse him, and then you yell at him, you cuss him out, and then you throw his things out because he was liking certain pictures on Instagram, when that person could be into art, anime, music, martial arts, or liking their favorite celebrities, stuff. So all of that was for nothing. The accusations, the guilt was for nothing. And that's why I say trust is the most important part in a relationship. So apparently what we have here, what she's talking about, is that her man doesn't allow her to go out talking with her friends, talking to other guys that want to flirt with her and stuff. I think that's the worst part about it. Or if you could just say, F it, you choose to go out and cheat on your husband after he basically just told you not to, go out and start doing things that might end up causing you to cheat on him. The flirting, the dancing with people and stuff. Yeah, he could have that reason to be like that. Just saying.
Over my entire body and face. Some jealousy problems.
Once again,
I don't see that a jealousy problem. I see that person is worrying about your safety, is concerned about your lifestyle. If you're going around with your friends all the time and coming home late at night, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they're gonna suspect something is not right with you. And if they have the right to call you out, then you might as well have no choice but to address it. So for her case, I feel like she thinks that since she's a female, she has every right to do that. But if a guy does it, it'll be a lot worse. Because women have been given a pass for years. Instead of taking accountability, they just continue on with this scheme they got going on. And not wanting their partners to know about it. But once they find out, it's a wrap.
Also mean that he wanted his wife to dress respectfully.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh my god, he's obsessed with me. He must just love me so much. Oh, you know, getting married did not solve any problems. Obviously, it just got worse. There was a lot of...
No. You were probably thinking that getting into a marriage that everything was just going to be fine. But your husband just wanted you to dress respectfully, not dressing like a hooker or a slut. Not dressing like you for the streets. So you gave him the reason to feel that way? Because he just wants you to act like a wife, not like a slut. You know what I'm saying?
men, which, you know, is not good, and went to therapy and nothing changed, so had to go.
Guys, this channel does not condone PA. Before you do any of that stuff, please walk away, guys. It's not that serious. That said, almost every girl who's been out of a relationship always says the same exact things.
So for ladies, choose wisely, and for men, be like a little bit nicer to women who are in their 30s and
no. Mental and physical abuse, I feel like that's the kind of excuse they say that every time when they're in a relationship with somebody, or they're just getting out of the relationship or a marriage. It's always been that about the physical and mental abuse, but we all know that deep down they're the ones that be starting stuff all the time and try to make you feel guilty and belittle you all the time. Trying to make it seem like you're the one that's doing the most, but they're the one that's out there doing the worst. So you want us men to be nice to you when you're in your 30s? I'm sorry, but where I come from, that doesn't work like that. If you want us to be nice to you, I would say change your attitude. Learn how to take accountability for your actions. Then maybe we'll work things out. If not, then you could just keep moving. Because where I come from, I don't play games. If I'm serious about something, I'm serious with my stuff.
Like, hey, I keep hearing stuff like, oh, well, you missed your opportunity to be with a hot guy in your 20s because you were out playing. No, I wasn't.
If you guys paid attention, not once did she said she did anything wrong, guys. It was all, he's bad, he's bad, he's bad.
And you see, what's not just mentioned that a few seconds ago? When women like her are the perfect example of not taking accountability for their actions. It's always the bad guy's fault. It's always this fault and that fault. It's always us men. It's always our fault. Whatever happened to when women used to take accountability? And this is exactly the problem I have with modern women on social media. They take it to TikTok and they blame everything on men. When there was, when they were the ones that started the most. Because let's face it, there's so many reasons why modern dating sucks in 2021. It's because of people like her. They make it hard for us men to want to commit if they keep, if they keep up with this negative energy. You have a nasty attitude and you're bitter all the time, and it's because you always blame us for your actions. I just don't understand what is the deal here. And you always blame us. That's gotta stop. Stop blaming men for your problems. When you caused something, when you started something, take accountability for your actions, learn from your mistakes, and grow as a human being. I just wish that people can just do that, but they just can't because they're females. They can just get away with everything, and that's the sad part.
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Which means there was no accountability taken whatsoever, guys. Guys, as we all know, guys, there are always two sides to every story. A lot of times, guys, it is quite the opposite.
A few moments later.
Quick PSA. I don't care that you have a boat. I don't care that you have a lake house or that you go on weekend travel trips all the time. Because I can rent a boat whenever I want, I can go on a trip whenever I want, and I'm good.
And just like that, guys, she's
Bullcrap. You do care about people traveling. And since you claim to be divorced, you do care that your ex is moving on and doing better with his life and is happy. While you, on the other hand, is sitting around miserable, calling yourself think you're gonna do this and that, which we all know that you're not gonna be happy. I think that's the most problematic thing I have with marriage. I've seen this on social media and YouTube, on TV all the time. Some marriages don't last long due to their partner's actions. When they see red flags and everything, it's a done deal. So for that, I say you do care about what he's doing with his life. It's on your body language and personalities. I can tell that you care. In your tone, the way you're talking, it seems like you're just miserable. It's like you were the one that chose to end the marriage for nothing. All your husband wanted to do was you to act like a wife and dress respectfully. He didn't want to change you. He wanted you to be yourself, but just do it, respectfully. And I think that's exactly my biggest gripe I have with modern women nowadays, is that they want to, first they blame us for their problems, then they get mad when we're happy while we're divorced. And then once they make videos on TikTok, there's going to be comments flooded with hatred towards the ex. That's the reality of this stuff is, y'all.
It's back on the dating marketplace looking for Mr. Right, and it's not going as planned. This is the mistake a lot of women make, guys.
Exactly.
Okay, what I need is someone who is kind and devoted and loyal. You got that?
Yeah, I gotta stop and pause this for a minute. You cannot expect everything from a guy. If he chooses to be loyal to you, fine. Don't demand him to be loyal. Well, you're the one that needs to fix yourself first. Fix yourself first before you jump to another relationship. Because what's gonna happen is, if you just got out of a marriage or a bad relationship that you started, I think what you need to do is continue to seek therapy and work on yourself professionally, mentally, and physically until you're ready to jump on to another relationship. Don't ask for a partner. Let somebody come to you. And for one thing, give them a chance while you're at it.
She just now realized, guys, that she may have been conned by a lot of guys on social media. She thought she could replace her husband as soon as possible, but it turned out to be the complete opposite.
Now, that's the one thing I don't like about it as well. You think that you want to replace your husband or your ex-husband because you claim that he did this, he did that. But don't you think that you were the one that started this whole situation? You divorced your husband out of nowhere because you claim that you're unhappy? And then you want to go on a dating apps and you want to find somebody that you're attractive to, and then that person is going to end up rejecting you right off the bat because, number one, you just did the complete opposite like he just said. And I think that's the worst part about any relationships in general. You really think that every guy wants to be around you after what you did. Because you're female, right? That's that female privilege. It's not going that way, and it's not going to work that way. Let me tell you something. Women have been getting away with this for years. I think us men, we need to put our foot down and say, you know what, no more. I can't put up with this nonsense. I can't put up with your attitude, your disrespect, and you can't even act your age. You can't even act like my wife, dress respectfully. You're just giving me signs of you don't love me, you don't even appreciate me anymore. Then what is the purpose of me walking into this marriage anyway? Listen, I may not be in a relationship with somebody, but this is the reason why I'm not looking for love right now, because of stuff like this. This is the type of behavior I see on social media all the time. Even in real life as well. It goes all ways. Social media, and then you see them do this in person. That's the number one red flag I have. So I want y'all to like steer clear of women like her or any other woman on social media that lack accountability. And I hope my advice and my opinions help y'all. And if you enjoyed my reaction and my own personal take on this matter, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next content. Peace.